right, welcome guys. Today's video, we are out here in Chonburi. We're going to take a look at Khao Chi Chan, which is an amazing 109 meter tall, basically Buddha that's sculpted into a sheer rock face. And we're going to take a look at that. It's just out here. It has, it's a free thing to do. You can just drive up to this area, and there's plenty of parking, and there's food and stuff like that available. And then when you come into the site, there's like some little, like a park and a garden and stuff like that that you can walk around and see. But the main draw is to come over and see the sheer rock face that they carved a Buddha image into it. So anyway, the history of it goes back to the Vietnam War. The Americans, the Air Force and the Army came over here and they would mine things from this area for the airport. So after the Americans left, the Thais continued to mine here for a couple years, and then they abandoned this site. And it just left a rock face out here where they stopped mining. And the head abbot over Thailand, the supreme patriarch, he came up with the idea to carve a Buddha image into the mountain. So what they did in 1996, they came over here and they carved the image with a laser. So they shot a laser against the rock face and they carved a Buddha image in a seated position with his hand on his knee in the Sukhothai style. And then they came in and they filled in all of the, like where the laser cut with gold leaf. And then the Buddha image is there. So let's take a look and let's see what we see. So this is the surrounding area. And they have parking over there. There's tons of tour buses, and the people can come here and walk in amongst the trees. And then there's some little shrines and stuff in the area. There's not a whole lot to see here. Most people come over to see this Buddha image. So, you know, whenever they come, they can see it, take their photographs, their selfies, and then they go about their day. And it's kind of a cool area. There's like some vineyards, and then there's some other temples. There's a huge Chinese temple, and then there's a royal temple not too far from here, that if you stopped here, you could go and you could incorporate that into your visit. So what we came here for is right up here. Okay, so here is the Buddha image itself. And it's just carved right into this sheer rock face, which is really cool. Now I saw some pictures of it before it was carved. I'll try to put something of that if I can find it into this video. If I can find them again. And you can see the little, like the little park around it. They have the little rock garden and the flowers, and they have a couple other little shrines and stuff around. So how cool is that though? They shot it with the laser, and then they filled in where the laser cut. All that was with gold leaf. And they did it for like the golden jubilee of Rama IX for his birthday. You can see that this is where everybody comes. They come over here to get pictures. And there's a shrine over here. So we'll go look at this shrine and we'll go look around. So here's one of the little Buddhist images for the shrine. So it looks like they have a string going off somewhere. I don't know if that eventually ties into the Buddha mountain, but you can get the flowers, stuff like that over here. And then it looks like they have some data plates talking about how this was constructed. And then they have a little model of it. On this data plate here, they actually show how it was constructed. So they did some blasting, and then they did some cutting with the laser. Here's Rama X now, when he was just the prince. And then the Thai dancers, and you can see here where they got the outline. And then they filled all that in after they hit it with the laser. I'd like to have seen a movie how they made it. That would have been pretty cool. And on this data plate here, they're doing the carving. So you can see the outline of it, and then you can see where they're filling it in with the gold leaf. So they had to hang with ropes off the cliff and fill that in. And here's what the mountain looked like when they were mining it. You see people putting the gold leaf and stuff on the little Buddha image. Now the Buddhists believe actually that by praying to an image of the Buddha, that they're praying to the Buddha itself. And they can achieve enlightenment that way. They have another little shrine here where they've carved the same Buddha image into a smaller stone. And then they have a little shrine here to Rama IX. And this was all completed for his Golden Jubilee, his 50th anniversary of taking the throne of Thailand. And then right here behind the little shrine, you can see they have the flower garden and stuff like that. And they do have like cables here. So they have a cable tied here, and then it goes up somewhere up there. I don't know if it's to hold the lights or what. And the last little bit of this here, they have this little walkway that goes up to a shrine right at the base of the Buddha. So let's go up here and look at it. So it doesn't look like a shrine, looks like it has a little data plate here talking about something. It's written in Thai. And then you can see right there at the base, pretty nice. And then it has a little pond right here. And then that's looking back over to the main view part. Yeah, I came here during COVID, when COVID first started, and there was nobody here. So there's quite a few tourists now, which is nice. It's good for the area. And then you can see here. So there's quite a bit of gold leaf in all of those cracks where they filled it in. It would be kind of cool if they put some fountains right here at the bottom. They just have some lights, it looks like, and then the water and the pond. All right, guys, so that finishes up a quick little walk around this little giant Buddha that's carved into the mountain. It's pretty cool. It was built in 1996. It's 109 meters tall, which is pretty massive. And they cut it into that hill with a laser. So it's quite interesting. This is a very popular touristy stop here. You see a lot of tour buses that come up, and you know, it's worth, you know, a half hour to 45 minutes of your time if you're in the area. I've been here before. It's really not the best thing to like make a special trip over here for it, but if you're in the area, it's definitely worth your time to pop in and take a look. And there's other things to see in this area. They got vineyards, and there's some other temples. Plus, you're close to Pattaya, and you can go to the beaches and stuff like that over there at Pattaya. So anyway, if you're close by, definitely come by and take a look. So anyway, if you like the video, click like, takes a second, and share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and let me know in a comment what you think. If you've been here before, tell me, or if you want me to go make another video of somewhere else, let me know that also. Or just tell me what you think about how this looks. So anyway, remember guys, until next time, life is a journey. So enjoy.